So somebody's out looking at a car. Can you explain the different types of insurance policies, auto insurance policies that are available to them, and what the pros and cons or the differences are between those?
Sure. So fundamentally, there's two different types of insurance policies, full coverage or liability only. You have that option only when you own the car outright. So for example, you cannot have a liability only policy if there's a lien holder on the car, because for full coverage, it covers not only the car that you hit, but it covers the car that you're driving as well. So lenders want to protect their investment, and their investment is that vehicle. So that is, it's there and you have a choice, but only if. So then you're looking at levels of coverage. So in California, we haven't modified our state minimum requirements in decades. I believe I'm correct in that it was initially put in place in 1963.
Wow.
So by law, an individual only has to have $15,000 in liability damage for injury, 30,000 for the whole accident, and then 5,000. This is the one that when I hear this, 5,000 for property. And $5,000 is nothing nowadays. So you scrape somebody's
Yeah.
car, if you have state minimum coverages, you can be in a lot of trouble financially. You could really be out of pocket more than you think. So then parts of those coverages, of course, you have the liability. You have uninsured motorist, which in most cases will be equal to whatever your liability limit is. So if you have $100,000 in liability coverage to protect the person that you hit, you also could insure yourself up to that limit for if somebody hits you without enough insurance or any insurance at all. And then there's deductibles that that imply full coverage. So comprehensive coverage is vandalism, acts of nature, tree falling in your car, theft. Um, those I'm gonna call them line items if it's okay.
Okay.
That line item is a non-rateable line item. In other words, you can replace a windshield and the insurance company can't raise your rates regardless of the cost of that windshield. So I kind of equate it to when you have a comprehensive claim, it doesn't matter who was driving, where the car was from. It was just going to happen. Driving down the road and someone kicks up stones from a gravel truck. It doesn't matter if it's I'm driving or if it's Mario Andretti. That the windshield's going to get hit.
Right. Okay.
So those are comprehensive types of losses, and you can't be penalized for them. Collision is a little bit different. Collision is car to car. I back up and I hit your car. I back up, I hit a fence post. I'm stopped at a light and somebody hits me and takes off. Those are all collision damages, and that deductible is applied to repairing your car. Those can have a derogatory effect on your driving record, meaning that your rates can go up. So if I back up and do over $1,000 of damage to my car, no matter what I hit, if I'm found at fault, the DMV can increase my rates DMV can increase my risk level by assigning me a point to my driving record. And by virtue of that, the insurance company can raise my rates. Okay.
So, by what I understand, you're insuring the car, not the driver, but the rates are determined by the points that are on a driver's record.
Excellent. Yeah, that's beautifully said. Car insurance travels with the car,
Okay.
regardless of who's driving it. That insurance, whatever insurance policy you bought, is part of that car. Very important to note this, by the way. I have to qualify this. There are insurance companies that specifically exclude anybody else driving the car but the person that bought the insurance.
Interesting.
As long as it's in their insurance contract, you do not, that coverage won't extend to a family member driving the car like it would under normal circumstances. So that's insurance specific. But the insurance goes with the car, and then the responsibility of the accident goes with the driver. So they're the ones that get dinged. So you loan me your car, I have an accident, your insurance company pays for all the repairs. Whether they come after me or not is up to them. But the DMV then speaks with me. You'll never hear about it.